All right, so here we are. We're outside of Craig, Colorado at the Sandwash Enduro. It's going to be a 2-day event here. Looks like we're going to be riding 4 tests for about 50 miles-ish. Looks like they got some rain out here this week, so there's a bit more moisture in the ground, but it's been warm today and the wind, and it's still going to be pretty dusty, but hopefully it'll hold together here. All right, so we just finished day 1 of the Sandwash Enduro. The course was really good. Test 1 was pretty technical. It had some faster sections in it. I was riding, I felt really well, just picking some guys off and keeping a really good pace. They kind of ran it a little bit more by division, so every pass you made, you're at least passing somebody in the same division as you. But I blew a corner in a wash and came up out of it, and where I came out, apparently there's 2 different trails that split opposite directions out of that same wash. So unfortunately I probably lost at least 2 minutes in that test off course before I got back on. So the idea, I think winning it's just not on the table today at all. I'm just hoping I at least finish pretty good. After that, then it was just a mad sprint trying to, you know, regain positions. Test 2, it was really, it had some really good technical stuff, and then it had some really kind of fun high-speed 2 track that kind of split the sections, but it was a good bit in there. Test 3 had a lot of, well, let me rephrase that. So we ran the test by number, so when I'm saying test 1, it was actually test number 2, because the B division we ran test 2, 3, 4, and then 1. And they broke up the A and B divisions into different areas, so that way we're, you know, spread out a bit more. So my first test, which was test 2, my second test, test 3, and my third test, which was test 4, was it was good, but there was a spot in the course that was really poorly marked. You come over this hill and drop down into a wash. The natural trail is a wash that goes to the left and to the right, but the actual course went back up straight ahead, but it wasn't marked, and it wasn't really well beat in, at least not overtly. So I'm sure when I go back and watch the GoPro, it's going to seem a lot more obvious than it does when you're in the middle of racing it. And I rode probably about 200 yards up the wash the wrong direction until I started catching guys that would also taking the wrong turn and were coming back. So that's kind of a bummer. That's really going to hurt my score. Mistakes were made and positions were lost, and it is what it is. The last test was kind of long. I mean, it was good long, but just lots and lots of whoops, a lot of washes, and a pretty gnarly hill. And I was going out, I thought I had it pretty clean, kind of went up, flattened off, and went up again. And I just didn't hit the middle of it fast enough because I was paying more attention to a guy coming down who didn't make the hill. And as a result, I didn't have enough momentum to make it to the top, and just lost a ton of time struggling to get up to the top of the hill. Once I got up there, it took me a little bit to kind of get my heart rate back under control. Fun first day. Tomorrow they said we're gonna ride 2 tests that we rode today backwards and 2 new ones. So we'll see what tomorrow, or the scores they said should be out this afternoon, so we'll see how we did. I have to admit, I'm not optimistic I scored well at all. Too many off-course incidences. But we'll see how we do, and I just have to redeem myself tomorrow, because you know, with riding for points, you really can't afford to have too many bad days. All right, just finished the Sandwash day 2. Not a great day. I didn't make a lot of mistakes and blow any corners like I did yesterday, but my hands just kind of felt numb, and arms were tired from yesterday's ride. And, you know, I felt like some parts I rode well, but I don't think I pushed nearly hard enough. And just kind of feeling yesterday a little bit. I looked at my heart rate monitor after the race, and I almost never even pushed my heart rate into the red, so that's a little concerning as to how hard I was really pushing out here. But just 2 days of pounding whoops on the hands and the arms and the upper body. It just yeah, it's tiring. It just really takes it out of you. I can't imagine I scored well, so we're gonna hurry up, pack up, get on the road, and catch the results a little bit later. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and let the footage from day 2 continue to roll while we talk about the results now that we're back and they're posted. So on day 1, I ended up finishing 10th, which was really disappointing, but for the number of mistakes that I had and the time lost there, you know, it is what it is. I kind of went back through the footage and calculated how much time I lost, and kind of to get an idea where I would have finished had I not made those mistakes. And roughly I would have probably finished somewhere between 3rd and 4th would be my estimation based on the time lost. But it really doesn't matter. It's kind of neither here nor there. On day 2, I ended up finishing 4th, which was actually not too bad for the way I felt like I rode at the end of the day. And then looking at my times, I actually rode some parts better, some parts about the same, some things a little worse. So to come out of the weekend with a 10th and a 4th, I would like to have had Saturday be better, but still, all in all, it was a lot of fun. Had a good weekend. Now it's just a matter of going home, continuing to train, and get ready for the next one.